In this live visually building series, we're going to be adding an exit intent modal that will appear when the customer tries to leave the checkout and tries to entice them to stay. So first, we're going to engage the visual builder by clicking Edit on the administrative bar. And we're going to bring up the hierarchy. I usually just hover over any element and click the hierarchy icon. I want to put the actual modal for this exit intent either in the header or the footer, something that's included on all the pages. And so I'm going to go ahead and start off by inside the header. I'm going to click add a new element and I'm going to choose a modal. So here's my modal. I'm going to double click there so I can actually change the name of it. I'm going to call it my exit intent modal, a little more descriptive. We can click the little light bulb and it'll pop up on our screen so we can see it. Let's go ahead and put some content into this modal, and then we'll go ahead and dive into the mechanics. So first thing I'm going to do is click the add new row button. I'll just start with a full width row, and then inside that row I'm going to do a text block. Let's do something like, wait, don't leave, we have a special offer for you, claim your discount now. Go ahead and center that text up. Below that text, let's go ahead and we'll add a button. Save 10% now. Our button action can be add a coupon to the cart, and we'll just make up a coupon code like 10 off. We'll actually have to make sure that's configured on the back end. So when they click it, we want this to add the coupon code, and then we want to actually hide the modal. So with one click, it's going to hide the modal. Okay. Now let's also do a few other things with this modal. I usually like to do an underlay color. There's a couple already predefined. Kind of darkens out the screen and draws their attention. We can also do some borders around the modal. Oops. Make them all the same. Alright, so there is our modal. The final thing we need to do related to the modal itself is to set the trigger. So modals can trigger at a certain time, etc., but the one we're after is the exit intent. The defaults are usually good. Now you can also choose how often they can do that. If you choose by visit, when they close their browser and come back, it'll be able to re-trigger again. If you want to do by customer, it'll use a little bit of cookies or session local storage to try and prevent them from getting the coupon over and over again. So we'll set it by customer. And then there's one final thing we want to do. We don't want this showing up necessarily everywhere. And so what I would like to do is take the modal and I'm going to wrap that in a, let's see here, let's go ahead and wrap this in a hide if statement. And hide if just lets you decide, where where you want to hide this. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this on the receipt, because if they've made it to the receipt and they go to leave, that's okay. Okay, now that we've saved, we'll go ahead and exit the Visual Builder mode, and we'll pretend that we're a customer, and as soon as the customer's mouse breaks the pane, the modal dialog will appear. We can click the button and we can see that the discount has applied. There's the coupon code, etc. This will conclude this tutorial on how to add an exit intent modal with a coupon on your checkout.